Well, how about this for a lighting setup here? Wait a minute. Live from the home studios of Jay Zamanek, welcome to another live stream. Hello, bread fans. This is Jay from Insane Coaster Junkie. Hello again. And we are back for another live stream. Saturday, February 12th. 'Twas the night before the Super Bowl, and we are here. Hello, everybody. So, it's great to see you all again. And I am very excited for tonight's live stream. We have a lot planned tonight, so I'm just going to say whoever's here tonight, we're just going to do a couple shout-outs, see who is in the chat since the start of this. Let's see. Arthur Harris 2306, Ems Edits, Lily Berterlayan, but I probably butchered that, DJ Higby, Coaster Hour, Alex McGrogan. Let's see, what else we have? Jason, Gamer Girl Bree, Ken Smith, and everyone else who is joining. So, hello everybody. You are not late. So, yes we are. 'Twas the night before the Super Bowl. We have a lot to salt to spill. It's salt. Here we go. But before we get to that, I have a couple channel announcements we have to make before we get moving. So, this is kind of the most boring part of it, but I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. Number uno. This is my last video until May. This is not a drill. Due to, things like life, I'm going to be taking a brief break from the channel. Nothing bad, but let's just say that school is more important right now. But anyway, I'm going to be taking the next 2.5 months or so off from YouTube, just so we can be in a good spot. I do not want to burn out. I am very infamous for burning out. So this video is the last video until May 6th. However, do not rest on your laurels, because I have a couple tricks up my sleeve while I'm gone. And here we are. Remember that teaser I posted on February 4th? That's right. That's just one of 3 teasers coming out for the Waldemar 2022 campaign. And some people have asked me if it's for a new ride or a new announcement. I'm not sponsored by the park. I'm just a huge fan, as you know. So this is just kind of my advertising. And kind of want to make a little teaser trailer about what's to come for Insane Coaster Junkie 2022. So I already posted the first one. It is what the last riff is going or whatever. So we have 2 more teasers coming out. One's coming out in March, on March 18th and April 22nd. So the second one will be called Like a Waldemar Over Midways. And the third one is We Are the Deceived. Some trivia music will accompany this, so if you're a fan of Blast Beats or Alex Bent going crazy, this is your salt to spill. But those teasers are just a little campaign I have for the majority of the season. But that teaser campaign is something fun to do, and I cannot wait to do it. So, those teasers will guide you to May 6th, and when I come back on May 6th, we are not wasting time. Waldemar Season Pass Photo Day is literally the day after, so we're just going to park it and put it up into Drive. So, that's the channel announcements brought to you by Jay Zamanek here. I am going to show that. But, yeah. Last big video. Next video will be May 6th. Teasers will go through the months. So, with those channel announcements out of the way, I have one additional announcement, and that is the rest of my stupid merch haul. And what do you mean by that? The last of my birthday gifts for my birthday have finally come in thanks to stupid shipping delays. And I blame COVID in the slightest, but the last of my things have came. So the first we got is a Wacky Shack shirt, and any of you locals will probably know this as the monologue that plays on the ride. The Hello Earthlings. I did get a shirt on this, but they got me the wrong size. I wear an extra large, but they gave me a large in women's, not men's. So I got the new one for free. So yippee. And the other one we got is a Coaster Dynamics. I know a lot of coaster enthusiasts have these, and it couldn't have come out at a better time. This is my Blue Streak car that I personally made yesterday. I came home yesterday for the weekend, and I made this. It is of the National Amusement Device train that ran on the ride for many years. And on the bottom here, it has the Blue Streak logo, 1938 to 2022. And it's got the buzz bars, the good Century Flyer stuff, and everything you need to know. And just in case if you're really weird, it smells like wood. Yeah, shocker, right? It smells like wood. So, yippee. So, that's about it for all my announcements we have. I also want to apologize. I am trying a new lighting setup tonight. My ring light's my good light, but I also have a desktop lamp that my mom got me that I'm trying out. So, I apologize for the flickers if they come by. I'm just trying out to see what's best here. So, it's better than the last one when it was almost completely dark. So, please bear with us. I am trying as best as possible to get a good 3-point lighting set up. But this is honestly, on screen, it looks the best it is right now. So, I hope you guys can bear with that as we look for it. So, yeah. If the ride ops allow it, can I break Todd's legs? Yes, we can, and we will break that salt later. What you guys are probably here for. Now, we're going to get into the deviation part where we salt spill. That's right, it's football time. But before we got to the morning Super Bowl, I got to talk about my Cleveland Browns for a second. In case you don't know, the Cleveland Browns are my favorite football team. And you might ask, why do I root for the Factory of Sadness? It's family tradition, number one, and number two, close to home. So, what do I think of the Cleveland Browns season? Oh my God. What a season that was in the worst way. So let me tell you this. Why would the Browns be Super Bowl favorites and then be very disappointing to go 8-9? Doesn't that sound weird? I know. But let me tell you some of the main problems that the Cleveland Browns had during this time. And, oh my God. Let me spill this right now. So, 8-9, third in the division, nowhere near expectations because I had them at 12-5. And you know what? Bad idea. Don't make predictions, kids. Because if you do, you pay for it. So, we had a couple Pro Bowlers like Joe Bitonio, Nick Chubb, and Myles Garrett, which is pretty good when it comes to the pros. But in terms of the season, oh my God. First of all, preseason. Undefeated. Couple stressful moments during the preseason, but hey, I am happy about an undefeated preseason. I do not remember the last time we had an undefeated preseason. So, let's get into the actual schedule. First game was a sign of things to come. They almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but they, choke in the last minute. They go 0-1, and they go 0-1 for the first time as a 17-year losing streak. Then we hit week 2. When it comes to week 2, this is where things went down the toilet. Baker Mayfield gets injured with a torn labrum and refuses to get surgery. Now, this is probably my biggest problem with the Browns this year. Baker Mayfield did not get surgery until recently. It ticks me off. You were playing on a bad shoulder. Throughout the season, he was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm hurt, but I'm fine. I can play with this shoulder. I'm a tough player. No, because some of that cost us games. So, if anything, probably the best game of the year is against the Chiefs back in week 1. So, that's really a sign to go downhill. They beat the Texans. They beat the Bears. Defense was all improved and all that. Week 4 against the Vikings, 3-1. And here's the thing. Once we get to week 5, I lose a bet with a fan. And boom, 3-2. Week 6, devastating lose. 37-14 against the Cardinals. However, what about that Hail Mary at the end of the first half? Okay. And here's the thing. Week 7, we got to see Case Keenum play as backup quarterback. If Baker Mayfield just got the surgery when he was supposed to, Case Keenum could have played in, and we could have improved to at least 10-7. And when Baker was out, when Case Keenum played, he was undefeated. So that really goes to show. We win against the Broncos with our backup. We lose to the Steelers in true Yinzer fashion. destroy the Bengals, who dey, get pulverized by the Patriots, and the execute order 66 being applies here, 45-7. Barely win against the near winless Lions. Lose to the Ravens in stupid fashion. Then the bye week comes, and I'm like, okay, 6-6. What do we do now? How can we pull into the playoffs from here? Well, we beat the Ravens at home. Injures Lamar Jackson, so that's a good thing for the Ravens. No offense to Alex McGrogan, but thank you, Myles Garrett, for injuring Lamar Jackson. Because I didn't have to see them in the playoffs, but I still had to deal with the Yinzers. Week 15, we lost by a game-winning field goal to the Ravens, which I was very upset about. Lost to the Packers on Christmas Day, which was also humiliating to Browns fans. Lost to the Steelers again at home to say goodbye to Big Ben. And win to the Bengals against backups. So that's kind of my stupid prediction. So overall, the Browns season was pretty bad. Where do we go from here, you might ask? Honestly, fire the offensive coordinator of Alex Van Pelt. Please, for the love of God, please fire him. And stop making Kevin Stefanski look at that stupid IHOP menu. That IHOP menu is stupid. And we need some receiver help. And I'm not sure if Baker Mayfield is franchise quarterback. I don't know about you guys, but do you think Baker Mayfield is it for Cleveland? Like, I'm going to put a poll out here for your fans. Franchise QB. All right. Here's the poll. Be honest. Is Baker a franchise quarterback for the Browns? I know this might not apply to everybody because, you know, some people are not a fan of football, but try to answer to the best of your ability. I'm pretty interested to see. Definitely get receiver help. Fire Alex Van Pelt. Kevin Stefanski, stop looking at that IHOP menu. End of story. Okay. I had to, you know, put that out there because I was very frustrated with the Browns season. I want to see them in the playoffs again, but, you know, I had to see the stupid Steelers and Bengals in the playoffs. But thankfully, the Steelers got crushed by Kansas City, so I am happy. No offense to Amanda and Victoria. Sorry, but you got destroyed in the playoffs. Just couldn't make it. All right. We're going to end the poll right about here. I'm going to give it about another 15 seconds. And then we'll see what you people say about Baker. I know it seems like I'm rambling, but I'm kind of am. So. Obama alert, do not mention the 0-16 season of 2017. That gives me PTSD. Steelers should have gotten Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, 60-40. Most of you ever know. Here's my opinion. Here's my 2 cents. I'm going to give Baker Mayfield one more year. If he doesn't turn around and it has worse stats or, you know, just flatlines, he needs to get the heck out of Cleveland. But if he has a good season, he can probably stay for a little while longer. I know it's a 5th-year extension, but come on, Baker. You can do better. With that out of the way, with the Cleveland Browns season pretty much summed up in a nutshell, let's get to the real stuff. Super Bowl 56. Cincinnati Bengals and Los Angeles Rams. The second year in a row that a Super Bowl is being hosted in a team's home stadium. So what are we feeling? A lot of fans, this has been very hyped up for the fans. Very hyped up. I understand where a lot of you are going with this. But it is time to talk about what I feel about the Super Bowl. This one's going to be a Super Bowl for the ages. This is the first Super Bowl in a long time that it doesn't feature Mahomes, Brady, or some other popular quarterback. We have two likable guys with very overarching stories, with Joe Burrow versus Matthew Stafford. And first of all, let's talk about the poll that we had on this channel. About 2 weeks ago or so, I started on my social media to you guys who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. And with a score, here is the results. With a score of 75 to 55, the 2022 Super Bowl 56 prediction winner is Who Dey the Bengals, aka Team J. That is right. Team J has 75 votes. Alex has 55 votes for the Rams. So, for those 75 people who voted for me, you better have some good luck up your sleeve tomorrow night, including myself. If not, we're going to go Corvette into the Allegheny. For those who said the Rams, here's my opinion. The only reason why I don't want to see the Rams win, yeah, they have an elite defense, and their offense is just holy crap, especially with the addition of Odell Beckham Jr. But here's this. I do not want to see OBJ hold the Lombardi. Why, you may ask? It gives me PTSD to when Art Modell moved Cleveland to Baltimore. That's right. That's right. I am so. It just triggers my mind. I do not want to see OBJ with that, and that's the ultimate middle finger to Baker Mayfield, in my honest opinion. Like, yes, you got good people like Matt Stafford, Connor Kupp, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, all that people on the Rams line. But I just don't see it. And people are going to address to me about the Bengals like, yeah, their O-line is trashed. I don't know what to say about that. Like, yeah, I understand how we feel. Like, and you're going to be saying, Jay, why are you rooting for a division rival? Well, Joe Burrow I actually like. And I like how Joe Burrow plays and the play calling that's going on, you know, the chemistry to Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon. And especially Jamar Chase. That receiver is insane. It's Donovan Peoples-Jones on steroids. So, and we also have a score prediction for this game. Yes, sirree, Bob. Camille Habib Bob has a score prediction. And this was actually not from Alex and I. It was actually from Alex's friend, Bryce, of HockeyGuy86781. 33-30 in favor of the Bengals. Let's see. I'm going to put up your, So, comment your final score prediction about... So basically say the score and who's going to win. I'm saying 33-30. I feel like it's going to be a very tight game and both offenses are going to explode tomorrow night. In terms of football lore, fireworks. Let's see. Brandon Barr says 34-17 Rams. Alex, you're with me on my score, but in the Rams' favor. 38-21 Rams for Obama Alert. Ken says closely scored game. 31-28 Bengals, says Waldemir Enthusiast. 38-35 Bengals, says Mr. Coffee YT. All right. 45-40. DJ, I'm not sure about that. Do you really think this is going to be the highest scoring Super Bowl of all time? I mean, the highest scoring Super Bowl was in Super Bowl 52. That wasn't that long ago. I see this more likely, Coaster Hour, 27-21. Steven, you say unknown score, but Rams win. Victoria, you say 35-32 Bengals. Ken, you say 42-38 Bengals. All right, we have a very good balance here. Very good. I like your score predictions. I love how a lot of these are determined by a field goal because Evan McPherson has been making a lot of clutch field goals. He is 22 for 22 right now when it comes to the postseason. It's insane. 2021 Rams. You'd be wrong. Hold on, I'm going to do some math. Obama, I don't want to argue, but I'm going to try to figure this out. 49 plus 26 is 75 points. 41 plus... Oh, you are right. It is Super Bowl 29. Super Bowl 52 was 1 point shy. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. My apologies. I got the score prediction, the fact wrong. My apologies. However, I was 1 point off, so cut me some slack. 14-13 Bengals. Hey, James Shee won. How you doing? That Minecraft video was pretty good. I chose, you getting the thing yourself. But I wonder how the other endings are. Where's the George Carlin ending? Waste the children. My Seahawks had the biggest win at 42-8. Ah, man. Hey, Waldemar enthusiast. Malcolm Butler? That should make you quiver. Just mention Malcolm Butler and just get out. Oh, man. Do I have to mention Super Bowl 49? Always. Either that or 28-3. Yeah, I know about that one, the 55-10. That was also a 49ers game, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I will add a George Carlin ending somewhere in the video. That's the Insane Coaster Junkie ending. We do not talk about... Oh, man. I'm kind of... Yes, bread fans, the Slim Jims are back. 26-pack this time. We are not sponsored by any food, but if there's the Stack That Smiles back, it's Slim Jims. Ashley, Julia, you know what I'm talking about. That is, if I can open the dang stick. 5-second rule. Mild flavors are pretty good. Alright. And before we get to the next thing, let me talk about SoFi Stadium for a minute. How much of a beauty that stadium is. I cannot believe how an engineering marvelous piece like SoFi Stadium was built. $5 billion. And it looks like Tomorrowland from Disneyland. So, there's that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this light. This flickering is really bothering me. Alright, it's time to add my next point. This is highly anticipated for you bread fans. It is time to announce the annual Super Bowl punishment video. Okay, let me tell you this. If you don't know what the Super Bowl punishment is, every year since 2020, Alex and I have been doing this bet to see who's going to win the Super Bowl. And in the time since, I've went 0-2. That's right, I am 0 for 2 in the Super Bowl punishments. That's right, I lost in 2020. I had to ride X-Screen blindfolded. I lost in 2021. I had to ride Chaos blindfolded. So, 2022. Who's ready for the punishment? Who is ready for the punishment? Drum roll, please. What is going to be the punishment this year for Insane Coaster Junkie? The punishment this year has been tripled. Bum, bum, bum. That is right. This year's punishment has been tripled. Why you say that? Well, it appears I've not just betted with Alex. There's a couple other bets that I have lost. Let's go back to the beginning of the season. Who remembers Specs the Animator from the last 2 Waldemar vlogs I uploaded in 2021? So, me and Lucas had a bet, and I bet if the Browns made it to the Super Bowl, I would win, but if they didn't, I must write something blindfolded. Turns out, I lost. Because, like I said, the Browns went nowhere near the Super Bowl. So what am I going to do for that? I must write Spider blindfolded. I must write a Factory of Sadness blindfolded. And yeah, this is being recorded, so if anyone is watching this and I try to check it out, there's proof. Punishment number 2. Let's fast forward to week 5 against the Chargers. Now, one of my other fans, Thomas, who is a LA Chargers fan, he's known as the Trainwreck14 on Instagram, him and I made a similar bet. And this is where you, the fans, come in. So, you, the fans, are going to decide this punishment. I can't type. You will have 4 options. Let's see. You will vote. I cannot believe I am doing this to myself. But you fans are voting for what either Thomas or I have to do. Because I lost to the Chargers. So, I have to take this punishment. So you guys have to choose. And I am going to go on standby as you guys vote. I do not want to see this. The Steelers ain't a Super Bowl. Steelers ain't a Super Bowl. Avenge me, Cleveland. Ah! And we are back. I had to go full Yinzer. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to go full Yinzer because I'm a Browns fan and I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania, so I shouldn't be doing Pittsburgh lingo, but I just went full Yinzer. Well, I'm going to keep that poll on as we announce the 3rd and the granddaddy punishment of all, the one that's going to get the big video. The one against me and Alex. This will probably be the main video. The other 2 will probably be in vlogs. So, keeping that. So, what is the main ride for the Super Bowl 56 ride punishment against Alex and Jay? Ravine Flyer 2 blindfolded. That's right. It's going to happen. The main punishment this year is Ravine Flyer 2 blindfolded. How about that for a punishment? Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Hello, elevators are amazing. You're just in time for the punishment. That is it, bread fans. That's the granddaddy video. That should be filmed at some point. And I guess I have to make an announcement for whoever who wins or loses. So either way, I already lost this year's Super Bowl bet. I already lost 2. But if I can go 0 for 3, that would be horrible. But knowing my luck with Alex and bets, I haven't been so hot. So, this is not looking good for us spread fans. Will Alex go 3 for 3, or I will finally win my first bet? And let's stop this poll here. Let's close the polls and see what the results are. Seriously? Why fans? You fans are evil. You fans are evil. Awful. Oh man. Bread fans, you are good. That is it. Thomas, if you're watching this, it's Mega Vortex. So that means I have to run the Factory of Sadness rides blindfolded. I looked away for 10 seconds and come back to see Jay on the floor. I need a Slim Jim. Why do I do this to myself? Calm down, Jay. Calm down. No, 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 DJ. I am not eating McNuggets. If anything, McDonald's pancakes. Alright, so that's it. The triple threat ride punishments will be done. For the bets I already lost, Spider and Mega Vortex to make the Factory of Sadness. Those will be done in some video in the vlogs that I feature those rides. For the main punishment, it's Ravine Flyer 2 for its own separate video. I will probably do that around June-ish to do the punishment video. That gives plenty of time for everything else. And people are asking food. I am not going that far. So with that out of the way, that is my big salt spill for the Super Bowl this year. Super Bowl 56 is going to be a big one, bread fans. This one's going to be a big one. Triple threat punishment starts now. The countdown begins. In less than 24 hours, Joe Burrow is going to be winning that Lombardi, and I am going to be out of it. But I can't believe I had to go full Yinzer for that, but it was worth it in the end. So, what is next on the stream tonight? We have one next thing. Many people were requesting this last week. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, people were asking in Kahoot. And I have so many requests that I took for and considered, and you will receive tonight. That's right. Insane Coaster Junkie Kahoot will be starting now. That is right. So get your phones or electronic devices or computers out right now. So this is probably the most hyped up for the stream, but I would recommend getting your electronic devices out because it is time for the Insane Coaster Junkie Kahoot. We're going to start. So I would go to kahoot.it. So yeah, I'll put the website, I'll put a link. I put the website down here. And your game pin will be 2959828. 2959828. So I just had to put that in there. So, all right. There's going to be 20 questions on this Kahoot. There's, I believe, 14 multiple choice and 6 true and false questions. This all relates to Insane Coaster Junkie lore on my channel, so if you're a longtime subscriber, this might be an easy one for you. But if you're a rather new subscriber within the last year or two, this might be a little bit of a tough one for you. So, 20 questions spanning my entire channel catalog from 2014 to the present day. So, we're going to give it to about 8:38 or 9 to see how many people are coming. Alright, we got 10 people so far. We have Julia, Emily, Jack, DJ, James, Cam, Toodles, Marble Wolf for Victoria, and Coaster Hour. So, hello, Carrick. Alright. Oh, that PA kid, you're coming? Alright, let's see. We have Lily, Peter Parker. Is he the real Spider-Man? And Brandon. I assume that is Brandon Barr. Angel Alander. Whoever that is. There you are, that PA kid. Alright, is that everybody, or do I need to wait an additional minute? So, if you are ready, put ready in the comments. So yeah. Alright, Skyrush fanboy, you can join. I'm not going to start yet. I'm actually being kind of generous tonight. So I'll wait for you, Owen. As soon as Skyrush fanboy gets in here, we will start the Kahoot. And yes, that is the thumbnail of this thing, and that is that has been inspired by Coaster Hour's canceled live stream. So shoutouts to Coaster Hour. That PA kid. All right, Owen, are you on here now? Skyrush fanboy, or are you not? All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to start anyway. Full speed ahead. How much do you know about Insane Coaster Junkie? Let's go. All right. Go for it, Bread fans. My favorite video. I've said this way too many times before, so this might be an easy question. Well, the game pin's on the bottom of your screen, or you can go to the comment, which I'm probably going to pin. Alright, I have pinned the message. Alright. 5 of you got it correct. It is the last Rift vlog from September 2021. Emily and Alex, you know what I'm talking about. For the rest of the fans here, it is my last Waldemar vlog of the 2021 season. I call it the last Rift vlog based on a song by Beartooth. And it was basically my big hurrah to end the 2021 coaster season at Waldemar. So, that is my background. A lot of people did say Waldemar House Party. That's a very close second. How to Ride Thunder River is one of my more popular How to Ride videos. And the one lone person who said Tri-C. You're wrong. Alright, so currently we have Lily in the lead at 932 points. That PA kid at 839. Emily at 802. Brandon at 798. And Amanda Petroff at 777. Second question. What roller coaster is on the ICJ logo? Shoutouts to Julia for this new logo. So Jules Drollings, thank you for the new logo. Okay. 6 of you got it right. It is correct. It is Fury 325 at Carowinds. That was actually how the original logo came to be back in 2016. A couple of you said Steel Vengeance. I can understand why, because of the RMC track. Leviathan, strangely no one got, thankfully, because it is another B&M Giga. 3 of you said Ravine Flyer 2 due to home and field advantage, but that is wrong. Fury 325 is the correct answer. The trick to that one was the honeycombs. So who are we got? We got Emily in the lead, 1438. We have Lily in second, DJ in third, That PA Kid at fourth, and Coaster Hour in fifth. True and false question. The term bread fan was based on a Metallica cover. Those who know me in heavy metal, try. Steel Vengeance is not blue. The heck? Ah, we got 12 people now. What happened? Oh, got 13. And that question is true. I've been saying bread fan for a long time, since 2016, actually. Believe it or not, I coined that term way back in 2016 as Thunder Mechanics Productions. Those who might remember me from that time period, ugh, chills. But most of you got that right, so thank you for respecting Metallica. So Emily's in the lead, DJ in second, That PA Kid in third, Angel in fourth, Brandon in fifth. Alright, another true and false question. I have won every challenge video. This also includes the extreme hide and seek videos. So take that into consideration. It is not just the Super Bowl. $14. Should have been obvious by now, so 13-1. So whoever got that one wrong, were you paying attention? But most of you got that right, so I shouldn't really explain this one. Next question. Emily is on a hot streak of 4. Coaster Hour, you're back into the top 5. And the rest is same. Okay, multiple choice. What was my original channel name when I started the channel? This is all the way back in 2014, so take some consideration. Also, shoutouts to Specs the Animator for this model of Wacky Shack. Okay, most of you, 8 of you, so over half of you got that correct. So it is indeed Cedar Italic 15. When I started, I basically combined Cedar Point and Metallica and added what was going to be my age in 2015. Simple as that. Insane Coaster Junkie, that was not until 2016. Thunder Mechanics Productions, I can see why you said that. I had that name from April 2016 to October 2016 for about a 6-month period. But it was Cedar Italic 15 from November 6, 2014 to March 31st, 2016. And Jay Zemanek, that's just my name. So that is also my personal account. Angel is on a streak of 4. And DJ is in the lead. Wow, this top 5 has changed. Next question. Determine my favorite food based on the Park and Eat episode. Now this is a tough one. This is also a trick question. Ooh, evenly divided here. But unfortunately, the one person who got it correct is the correct answer. That is Alpencheesy at Canada's Wonderland. That is actually the macaroni and cheese and garlic bread that I had during the Tri-Sea tour. So if you've seen that Park and Eat, if you haven't seen that Park and Eat, go watch it. It's in the Park and Eat playlist. So shoutouts to the one person that got it correct. Fried Oreos, I could see why you said that. That was a more recent addition for 2021. Poutine at Six Flags Darien Lake, that was more of another Tri-C favorite. Waldemar Pizza and Cookies was another popular vote, because that is my favorite Waldemar meal, but not my favorite meal of all time. So I can see why you have the confusion. But shoutouts to the one person that got Alpencheesy right. Well, DJ's in the lead. What is the real Factory of Sadness? This should be an obvious one to bread fans, but if you're not... Shoutouts to Mike Polk Jr. You beautiful B-word. I was too slow to answer. I'm like about to swear, but won't. I feel you. Full answer. 22 people strong. Alright. Good one. All of the above is the correct answer. This whole group in the ICJ lore, Alex and I call it the Trinado of Sadness. Alex has his own Trinado of Sadness, which he can tell his own if he wants in the comments. So Alex, make yourself present about your Trinado of Sadness. But in terms of J, it's Spider, Mega Vortex, and Wipeout. Which, ironically, like I said before, 2 of the 3 are in the punishment this year. So, good one. DJ is still in the lead. We have Angel in 2nd, Emily in 3rd, Victoria in 4th, Brandon in 5th. Time for another true and false. Name that video. What video is this? Is this Waldemar House Party? I took a screenshot from a random video. Determine if it's the video or not. And you would be correct. It is 11. It is true. That is Waldemar House Party. Shoutouts to Grace and Abby for that scene where they did the toe heel clicks. That was unintentional, but I decided to film that anyway. Put the Nintendo Switch sound effect in it. It somehow worked. But yeah, most of you got that right. So that is Waldemar House Party. Ooh, the gap between DJ and Angel was a little bit tough. Alright, another true and false question. Is this Coney at Lake Park 2021? Also, RIP the Blue Streak. Respect. Most of you got that pretty much right. Yeah, that vlog is actually from 2019 when I went with Coaster Films. Unfortunately, he's not on this stream tonight because he's going to a park. But anyway, yeah, that was from a 2019 vlog, not a 2021. You would have seen it closed in 2021. 4 players have an answer streak of 3. And Angel, you have made it up to first place with a 4-point deficit. Alright, name that meme. I started adding this meme in 2020. It's probably my favorite meme to use. Wow, you guys are good at your memes. Stop it. Get some help. It is actually called the McDonald's Drug Awareness Advert. It was from 1987. So I kind of put that to trick you. But yes, most people know it as Stop It, Get Some Help. Very easy meme. Let's see. Nice. Alright, halfway done. In this amusement drive-thru, which park am I heading to? This was tough about scenery, but if you're a local, this should be a little obvious. I know it's a little tough on the scenery here, but use the speed limit sign as a guess. Ooh, 5 of you got it right. It was Conneaut Lake Park. That is actually on I-79, somewhere in Crawford County. Most of the locals would have probably gotten that right. But the main hint you should have had was with the speed limit sign, which is 70 miles an hour, while on I-90 it's 65, and 55 in some other places. Also, shoutouts to Alex for making this amusement drive-thru series possible. It was his input to make this series one of the most fun in the channel. Some of you said Waldemar. That probably would be I-90/town roads. Kennywood, I kind of understand why, because that's further on I-79 to the bathtub and all that. Cedar Point, yeah, I can see why, because it's 70 miles an hour, and that's a state speed limit in Ohio. But no, I'm not on I-90. So Conneaut Lake Park it is. You could go 70 on 90 too. You can, Victoria, but I don't do it. I go 80 on 86. Alright, another name that meme. This has been a more recent meme. I know, this one's a tough one because this is more recent. I can see why some people are evenly divided. You blew it was the correct answer. Special shoutouts to Urinating Tree. I technically call this to myself full Yinzer, but the meme is you blew it. So, yeah, I hate you, guy who screams for no reason at the ICJ screen. Yeah, that was kind of more of a trick question. Ooh. Okay, question 13. What was the original intention of my channel when I got started? So back in 2014/2015. So 8th grade. Victoria, you kind of knew where my channel was going at this time, but everyone else, you don't know. Your phone died. You blew the lead! You blew it! Most of you got this right. It is indeed roller coasters, but I did have gaming as a secondary. I did a lot of like Let's Plays and stuff with my cousin Nintendo Dominator 425 back in the day. You know, like Mario Party, Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers 3, stuff like that. And I did that for a while till like 2016, and I technically have some aspects of gaming still, like in the live streams and, you know, like Planet Coaster and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. But yeah, I kind of had a dual force, but I went full on coasters, you know, late 2016. But yeah, only Victoria knew about the intentions of the channel going forward because she saw the creation of that in 8th grade. Time really does fly in high school, huh? Coaster Hour, you're back in the top 5. So here's our update. Angel was in the lead, DJ in 2nd, Peter Parker in 3rd, Emily in 4th, Coaster Hour in 5th. Alright, next question. W3. Some people may or may not know this stupid, atrocious movie I made. What was the story about? Also, shoutouts to my friend Isaac who made this little thing. Sending love to Xavier University, bro. Okay, a lot of you got that right too, so let me explain W3 for a second. This was a stupid movie I made in 2018. This shouldn't have happened. Now, it was just basically a 2-hour movie me running around the Waldemere and other parks, and basically, you know, stealing footage from Gilbert 221 and Coaster Films to make this big movie. And yeah, the story was that Charlie Cox wanted revenge and wanted to kill everybody. He kills Gilbert and Jared. I'm still here. I kill Charlie in the movie. By the power of marching band. Yeah, a story that made no sense and a 2-hour wasted time that somehow blew up at my high school. Those who went to school with me, yeah, the movie blew up. But nowadays, atrocious. Never again I would make a movie in that gratitude. And yes, do not feed Charlie Cox cookies. He's diabetic. Alright, another name that video. This one's a tough one. Unfortunately, most of you voted wrong. It's false. That's from Tri-C, the 4th Concerts and Coasters. Now, the Concerts and Coasters was the whole Darien Lake expedition from 2016 on, where every year I would go to Darien Lake during the day and see a heavy metal concert at night. That screenshot was from Tri-C, the 4th installation of Concerts and Coasters in 2019. Arguably the last time I went to Darien Lake because you know what happened. I will be making a video about my trepidations to Darien Lake in the near future. But trust me, it's going to be a one for the ages. I am going to be spilling a heck of a lot of salt in that video. But yeah, that was from Tri-C 2019. Nice. Alright, 4 more questions. True or false? I use SpongeBob time cards. I doubt I could even answer. You guys are on your own on this one. That's not my bed. Sorry. Alright, came back. I mean, who hasn't seen SpongeBob? I mean, come on, Bread fans. Who hasn't seen SpongeBob and seen a time card? Of course I use it as a passage of time. For the one person that did not, I'm sorry. You need to watch it. Obama Alert has a highest answer streak of 5. Alright, 3 more to go. What music influence is mainly featured on the channel? I talked about it earlier, but in case you don't know, try. I feature all of them on the channel, but what do I use the most? The band in the picture might give you a hint. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Victoria. Glad you had a good time. And yes, most of you got that right. For the one person that got classic rock, in some form, yes. But for the 14 of you, yes, it is heavy metal. It should be obvious. I listen to that on the daily. Like, heavy metal is... I've been listening to it since 2015. Changed my world. We are the deceived. Triple J 755 is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Way to go, James. Alright, 18. What series does this video belong to? I'll give you a hint. I made this in Adobe Premiere. I know, overwhelming, but try. Another evenly divided one. Alright, the Bread Fans Guide is a pretty... I see why a lot of people say that. because I do have a lot of video files for that for Adobe Premiere. Waldemar Mystery Files, it is B-sides, or as I call the bread fan sides. And that video in particular is the Waldemar Iceberg video that I released back in December. So technically you can't put this in the Waldemar Mystery Files as I call like a mini-series, if you want to be technical. But in the playlist reality of Insane Coaster Junkie, it's the Waldemar Iceberg video and it belongs in the B-sides. Tough round. 3 players lost their streak. Oof. Alright, 2 more questions. Double the points. Who has the best channel in the land? Should be obvious. Yeah, who has the best... I'm gonna be... I hate to say this. Who has the best damn channel in the land? I don't even care who got that right or wrong. It's Insane Coaster Junkie, but it is all of the above. Also, that is a trick question. I hate to say it. That is a trick question. All of them are applicable. EUP, because marching band. What wonderful Waldemar and Waterworld? The old slogan from 2009. But it is Insane Coaster Junkie. It is all of the above. Trick question. Sorry, bread fans. I knew I had to screw with you guys a little bit. Do a little teasing, you know. Alright, here are the results. Right before we go. Alright, that last question. Speed run. Who's winning the Super Bowl? I know, all of them are correct. I'm so sorry, bread fans. I wanted a speedrun question so badly in this. Oh, man. I just had to do a little fun, you know. Because it is Super Bowl themed. Well, that is the end of the Kahoot. Who is in the lead? 3rd place, Peter Parker. 2nd place, DJ Higbee. And in 1st place, who is it? Angel! With 15 of the 20 correct. Congratulations to everybody who played Kahoot tonight. If you like this Kahoot thing, I'll probably do another, I'll create another one for next live stream. So if you're interested in the, I'll put a poll in here right now. Alright, I just want your guys' input about what you think of the Kahoot. Thanks, Coaster Hour. Yeah, this is something what I want to do. I was kind of influenced by your stream a little bit, too. With, like, quizzes, VR call, and stuff like that. But I want to put, the Insane Coaster Junkie twist to it. Who knows? I'll probably make another one if you guys are interested. Yeah, if you're interested, let me know. 2nd place. Not bad, DJ. Not bad for no one. Runner-ups were Brandon and Julia. So thank you, everyone, for playing. I am glad that everyone can enjoy this. And I'll answer my poll. I will answer the poll. But it should be obvious 100%. So, next live stream for May. So, come May. So, May 13th. I will be doing another one. I'll probably do it. I like doing the. If you like the whole Insane Coaster Junkie lore, we'll do 20 more questions. About some more ICJ facts and information. I kind of like that. It kind of gets. It's a fun icebreaker game. Funnily enough, I'm phasing out quizzes for other games from the entire chat. So, I'll probably do another one with more ICJ lore. it's a fun game where you can get to know me a little bit more as a person and YouTuber. But also, it's a fun game, fun incentive for you guys to try to guess to see what's cool about me. So that's kind of why. So special shoutouts to that PA kid and Waldemar Enthusiast and the others who wanted me to make a Kahoot so freaking badly. It's here. So next stream, it's another one. We're gonna make another one. 20 more Insane Coaster Junkie questions. So we're about a third of the way through the live stream. I'm gonna go for approximately 3 hours. So this is only the first hour. So I'm gonna probably get some sugar so I can stay up for a little bit. But in the meantime, we are going to be going through for the Q&A session, the first round of the Q&A/coaster discussion. We have plenty of stuff to talk about in the ICJ world and the community here, so if you have any questions regarding roller coasters or whatever, now's the time to ask your questions while I go get a quick snack. So, like I said, answer your questions, and I will get back to you in about a minute. Don't let you fall, baby, I'm back here. We are back. Thank you, Lightning McDream. And we are back. Got some snacks, got some water, we're ready to answer some questions. Alright, let's get moving. So thank you for being patient with us. I got some raw cookie dough, so salmonella, here we come. Alright, that's a little joke. Don't eat raw cookie dough. Alright. DJ Higby starts off the Q&A. What is your favorite type of safety drill? I love how when they teach us, nothing work related, I love, evacs. It's the rare thing in the roller coaster community that everyone loves. So, yeah, I'm probably going to say evacs. I'm not sure if I would call that a safety drill, but I'll probably say something. But yeah. You want your refund, Alex? No, you don't. Do you think Voyage could be my #1 coaster, even topping Skyrush? Now, this is a question I'm actually having towards myself. Definitely better than Skyrush, I will say that. I hate to offend you, Owen. Definitely topping Skyrush, in my list. But for you, I think it's a close call. In terms of me, Voyage is one of my highly bucket list coasters. I've really wanted to go for the past several years now, but never got to. But Voyage, I know it can easily dethrone Ravine Flyer 2 as my favorite wooden coaster. But in terms of my top coasters, it might have a run for its money with the B&M Gigas. I'm saying, Leviathan and Fury are in the hot seat. Is Little Toot SBNO or no? No, it's not. It is still operational. Staffing issues. I can't get over the Lightning McDream BRB screen. As soon as you saw that, sent me that, Julia, I knew what to use it for. So I'm gonna use your magic word. Dream? Got more dream? It's also my shout out to the Dream SMP, even though I'm not that big into it as you are, but dream? True or false? Did I ever meet you in real life? Hint, I am a very young, quiet fan. Am I going to lose to my own true and false question? False? I hate to say it. I'm going to say false. Dream, yep. Sorry, Alex, but I'm choosing the Bengals. Good job, Ken. Welcome to my side. Out of all the coasters opening this year, if you could ride any of them, which would it be? Now, I know a lot of the popular favorite is Iron Gwazi, but here's my hot take. Pantheon. If there's any coaster that's exciting me the most this year, it's probably Pantheon. That thing looks like a beaut of a coaster. So much to do. Like, there's so many cool elements, like the backwards spike, the 95-degree drop, everything. It feels like a more complete ride than, Iron Gwazi and Icebreaker and all the other SeaWorld coasters. But even talking about outside of that, like Dr. Diabolical and Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, it feels like Pantheon is the most complete all-around coaster out of all of the coasters. What is your favorite B&M? That was an easy one, Alex. That is Fury 325 at Carowinds. Good stuff. Let's see. Do you work out at the Y? No. I work out at my school, but I haven't worked out in forever. Because I'm lazy, and I don't know. Depends on the body. Are you looking forward to seeing me this summer? That is zebra-tastic. Looking forward to riding RF2 again. And no, we need a legit counter. Where's Morgan and Jenna when we need them? Ouch. Excuse me, that was a good one. But yeah, legit ride counts this time. Thoughts on Dollar General? I mean, generally $1, but here's my salt. Why in the heck would they change Dollar Tree to $1.25? I'm sorry, Dollar Tree was always Dollar Tree, okay? For them to change it to $1.25 is ridiculous. It triggers me so much that now I have to pay $1.25 for an item, where it previously cost $1. So if anything, I call it $1.25 tree. Dollar General, I don't really care for, but I'm so mad about the whole Dollar Tree thing. Blame Biden, but I'm not going to get political tonight. That is not the place for that. Gonna watch Dream? Of course. We still owe that Dream SMP marathon, Julia. Anytime. Coaster Hour asks, what other coaster content creators have you seen at parks? I've only seen Coaster Studios and Parks Bros. Alright, I have a couple to add on the list for you. I might not get all of them here. I'm going to try to base the best on my instant memory. But, let's see. Cedar Flags. Coaster Guy 101. Logan of Coaster Kids / Thrills United. Callie the Coaster Enthusiast. Coaster Exposure. Coaster Daddy. And the Rye Guy. I have also briefly saw the Carpetbagger, and he actually commented on my How to Ride Devil's Den video from long ago. But I'm not sure if that one counts. But yeah, I've seen a lot of content creators. I'm always up to meeting new ones at parks wherever I go, so... And this goes for anyone, any fan in general. If you see me at a park, feel free to say hi. But if I'm working, do not disturb me. And I know I've said a lot about working at Waldameer. I'm going to keep quiet because it's against company policy to talk about the ins and outs, which I didn't say last time, but I just wanted to keep reminding you guys, if you see me working at Waldameer, please do not interrupt me. But if I'm there as a guest, just filming videos, or you see me at any other park, feel free to interrupt me, say hi, and potentially be in the video. I promise I don't bite. But if you get rid of my Slim Jims, you're going down. Or Corvette right into the Allegheny. Have you seen POVs of Iron Gwazi? Oh my, like, I know I can't resist watching POVs. It's like watching when a music video comes out or, you know, music leaks. Like, I can't resist. I have to watch it. Iron Gwazi, it runs stupid fast in those POVs. Everything I've seen, especially like the first 5 elements, from anywhere from the drop to the 2 that stand out to me is the death roll and the wave turn. Especially the death roll. How you get whipped on that feels like Steel Vengeance times 2. I know that's a bucket list coaster, but I'm not saying, oh, I gotta absolutely ride it, new number 1. What is the thing you're most excited for this summer? Honestly, getting out to hopefully more parks. I know 2021 was a little bit of a sluggish year for ICJ when it came to parks, but that was due to a channel rebuilding and working at Waldameer. But I'm going to try to expand to the best of my ability as travel and money allows. So, but Alex and I definitely have some plans this year. Let's just say that. But I'm looking forward to all the parks I go to. I find it so funny how my hyperfixation on Dream SMP has somewhat rubbed into you. I did not expect that, Julia, honestly. Like, when we finally met, I mean, not including Waldameer House Party because you were a cameo, but when we met, I was not expecting to get into that kind of lore because, you know, I see Minecraft as like the child-friendly game. You know, in my time, I used to just build stuff and go home, but the Dream SMP is really something else, especially Carl. And I know how much you simp for Carl. Second favorite Metallica song. I mean, currently my favorite Metallica song is a bit of a tough one, but it's probably Halo on Fire. But if you're looking for second, I'm probably going to have to say Spit Out the Bone. But other wildcard options I have for that is, let's see. 1, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Disposable Heroes. Wherever I May Roam. Fixer, The Outlaw Torn, the unencumbered version at least. Because the only version of The Outlaw Torn you should listen to is the unencumbered version. That's basically an 11-minute version of the song, which is fantastic. And Fixer because it's frickin' Fixer. It's Fixer, Fixer, Fixer. Finally so glad they played it live. I'm the child that you met at Waldameer and gave my family a shout out. Okay, I'm going to be honest, Lily. I meet so many of you guys at parks. It is honestly almost impossible at this point to keep track of every single fan I meet with. Of course, there's the ones that stand out to me, but everything in general blends in together. So if I don't remember you, please clarify, like, you know, when you met me. Because it's getting hard to remember everyone's names. Like, and I'm very good at names. I have a very strong memory. But when it comes to, you know, fan collecting and everything, it's just a little hard. So if I don't remember you, do not take offense. It's just that there's so many of you I meet and talked with. What's your favorite video game besides Grand Theft and Planet Coaster? Good question, Alex. Probably going to say Super Mario World. It's an OG classic. I love Super Mario World. I love playing that game. I actually have I wrote down some times that I did over Christmas break, actually, about some times I had of the park. Not the park, some of my times, both for 100% speedrun and 11 exit. So for my 100% speedrun of Super Mario World, my best time is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 34 seconds. And my best 11 exit speedrun is 12 minutes and 49 seconds. But I can definitely get those lower because to avoid deaths and stuff. I'm trying to wonder in my playstyle that sub 2 hours is possible for the 100% run. And hopefully I can get down to at least 11 minutes for the 11 exit speedrun. Shoot. Flation, Froggy, Biden's text. Favorite grocery store? Walmart. Save money, live better. You can never go wrong. It's kind of like, I hate to rip off someone's quote from a coaster community, but like Theme Park Crazy says, you can never go wrong with a B&M Hyper. In Jay's world, you can never go wrong with a Walmart. They got almost everything there. But however, the Walmart near my campus has barely anything at this point. And like I said, it's due to supply issues. But that Walmart is just a barren wasteland. Do you remember that ride we got on together on Chaos? That was insanely intense. Wasn't that the night ride we got, Owen, in 2019? Or are we talking about the ride we got in 2021? If it was the night ride, that was probably one of the craziest ones. But if it was 2021, I don't know. You gotta specify which one it was. Coaster Daddy. Let's see. Coaster Daddy says Cali, Coaster Daddy, and Cedar Flags are cool. Alex met Rampage and Rex, which is fantastic. What is your #1 bucket list coaster? Now, I have a lot of them, but I'll probably add another one to the list. Orion and Kings Island. Now, Kings Island's like my top bucket list park at this point right now. I mean, I also have Fantasy Island there, like aka Niagara Amusement Park, especially for what used to be Cascabel, but I'll talk about that later. Yeah, but Orion, here's the thing. Like I said, I rode 2 of the 3 North American B&M Gigas, Fury and Leviathan. And I get a lot of Leviathan vibes from Orion due to its layout. So I've been calling it American Leviathan ever since its announcement. And like I said, I rode said Giga coaster literally 2 weeks before the announcement. So everything just kind of went beep, beep, beep. Yours is Ajanika. Ajanika! Oh my god, not that thing. I got that stuck in my head. Thank you, Owen. Will you be mad if the Rams win? Yes. That means I have to do 3 punishments and I see OBJ hold a Lombardi. I would be absolutely devastated. It makes me so happy that someone is willing to learn and get into the Dream SMP the same thing you do. Happy to help. Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi is being trashed. It's okay, Alex. Wi-Fi is stupid. Also, Carl did lore last night and cried. That's so sad. I would cry too. Sad. Thoughts on Enter Sandman? Alright. It's probably arguably their most popular song. But it's so overrated. That song is so overrated. Overplayed, overrated. Like, it's not a bad song. There's very few Metallica songs in their catalog that I hate. But Enter Sandman is just overplayed. Night, everyone. Wi-Fi being silly. Oof. Go Bengals. Don't want OBJ to win Super Bowl. You're on my team, buddy. Thank you, Johnny. You're on my team tonight. Woohoo! I do think Dino Conda could be better than Ajanika. It's slightly smaller, but has an extra car, so the back row could be even more intense. I can agree with you about Dino Conda, but probably Ajanika is probably the lead favorite. Who built Little Toot at Waldemere? I will get you to that via the Waldemere book. This, Arthur, is the Waldemere Bible. From when I was 13 back in 2013, this was the Holy Bible before the YouTube channel. So if we turn to page 97 at the bottom right corner of this, I will answer your question. Children were not forgotten as the park grew. The Little Toot was added at the base of the Giant Wheel in 1994 as part of their Kiddieland expansion. Manufactured by Ultra Enterprises of Pompton Plains, New Jersey, the ride is an updated version of the classic handcart ride found in the 1950s. at amusement parks throughout the country, including Waldameer. So in terms of your answer, it is indeed Alter Enterprises. And also, about the one thing about the Waldameer book, I got Paul Nelson to sign it back when I was 13 years old. This is the signature. It says, "Hi Jacob, pleased to meet a favorite fan of Waldameer." Yes, and if you didn't know, my actual name's Jacob, but that's my legal name. I can't show, but yeah, back when I was 13, I got to meet the owner, and he signed my book. Like I said, the book's not in good condition. I've had it for about 9 years, so it's very heavily used. I'd like to get another book, just, a clean copy. But the book's so outdated now with all the expansions, but it's great to have a Waldameer book to recap history. It's actually why I know a lot of the Waldameer lore today. You never asked my name. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lily. I feel so bad. Please forgive me. Malwart. Yes! I want to go back to Malwart. I need some more chicken, bacon, and ranch Hot Pockets. Because Emery said they were good. I'm at 2021. It low-key physically drained me. I remember that. That was so stupid intense. I believe it was really hot out, too. So, I remember that. That was pretty bad. What is your favorite ride besides Ravine Flyer 2? Chaos. Chaos, I know a lot of people are intimidated by Chaos, but it is not as scary as you might think. It's actually a fun ride. I actually really enjoy it. Enter Sandman is the only one I know and best. Well, Halo on Fire is my favorite. It's a song that gets me through my helps with my mental health. Very good song. Very uplifting. Probably the best 8 minutes I ever listened to. And my light is screwing with me again. So I'm trying to fix this. So there's a couple coaster related things I do want to talk about for discussion today. There is a couple. So I'm going to go to screenscape.com, which I've said about a few times. It's wrote by this guy named Lance. And the thing's kind of 50-50 when it comes to stuff. Some things may happen, some may not. Who knows? But there's a couple things I do want to talk about that are kind of hitting home. In terms of Waldameer news, I don't have anything. I did go to the Tom Ridge Center earlier this afternoon because I did a mental health day to myself. And my first stop of the day was at the Tom Ridge Center to go look at Waldameer. Unfortunately, I have nothing to give to you tonight. I am very sorry. But the only thing I do see from pure observation from when I was at the top of the deck is that the X-Scream top, the little ball thing, is not on there. Now, probably my speculation is probably for renovation purposes. But that's all I got from that. But nothing... Like I said, I don't know if people are allowed in the park to get their season pass or whatever, so I'm not going to just... I'm just going to obey park protocol and just go from there. Las Vegas. Niagara Amusement Park. A.K.A. what used to be Fantasy Island. Now, this park has been getting a lot of attention recently. And, ironically, this park is actually about 90 minutes away from me. Like I said, I live in Erie, so Erie, Pennsylvania is very good when it comes to, park location because you have Waldameer to the north, like right there. You have Kennywood to the south, about 2 hours. You have Cedar Point 3 hours west. You have Darien Lake 2 hours east. You have Midway about 45 minutes east. You have now Niagara Amusement Park about 90 minutes, and Conneaut Lake Park and Trash Can, or aka Corvette into the Allegheny, or the Monongahela into the Susquehanna. But anyway, I'm very excited for the future of Fantasy Island. I'm going to still call it Fantasy Island like I still call Racer 75 at King's Dominion Rebel Yell. I'm that old school. So if I say Fantasy Island, I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep it calling that. But the new Niagara Amusement Park and Splash World have confirmed that we'll be adding a classic Schwarzkopf flywheel launch shuttle coaster. And this is the park that's owned by Gene Staples, part of Indiana Beach Parks and Entertainment. They are also the ones who are responsible for saving Quimera from La Fiera Chapultepec at Mexico City. That is going to Indiana Beach, known as American Dryer Looping. But this new coaster that is also from La Fiera was known as Cascabel. So, this is the former Cascabel 2.0 coaster that they bought from Mexico's La Fiera Chapultepec Mexico Park, same as the ever-popular Triple Loop. Perhaps, though, this is also more famous as the popular Laser Loop when it started in 1980. So those Kennywood fans from back in the day will know this. I know this as Cascabel, were the name from its last park. But I like the name Cascabel, so whatever. But the park closed in 2019 after that infamous accident at Quimera. And the park's been, I believe, an SB&O ever since. So it's a great thing Gene Staples bought these classic Schwarzkopfs. This will now make it the closest Schwarzkopf coaster to my house, which is insane. Like, literally, a CCI and a Schwarzkopf literally 2 hours away, like 90 minutes away from me. Like, this is a bucket list park at this point for me. To go up there, have a join with Darien Lake, and go ride some credits. And I'm not sure if they're going to renovate the launch. It's definitely possible they can renovate the launch, because right now what they have is a flywheel launch, which was very popular back in the 70s and 80s. I won't be surprised if they do a LIM launch conversion like they did to Psyche Underground, which is also an indoor shuttle loop. But I would love to see that happen. Who knows? It could be. People are saying it could open this year, but I feel like there's going to be a lot more renovations than it needed to be. So I'm going to play it safe and play devil's advocate and say it's going to open in 2023 for Cascabel, because I assume they're going to have to do a lot of work like they did for what used to be Quimera. But it is a very good sign going forward. Let's see. But yeah, that's probably park news that I'm very excited about. To see a classic Schwarzkopf coaster not only saved, but so close. And in other news, I'm just going to ramble on some other news that I found interesting. El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure is ready to be state certified and inspected. So we could see Great Adventure opening this coaster in the spring. Many of you know about the El Toro derailment that happened back in, I believe, July. I don't know, there's so much coaster stuff, it just rattles through my head, but El Toro is going to be opening soon. Let's see. Sarakanami, Flying Snow, Park at Owa. And that's about it I got for other news for this time. I just want to check the parks around my area. There's parks all around the area if I have some other... Yeah, the track was spotted. I did see the pictures, Coaster Hours, so I'm very excited to see that. I immediately posted in my story, I'm like, please, Cascabel, like, I'm so excited. Like, I couldn't be more happier for that park. Now, if only Gene Staples saved Conneaut Lake Park. What could have been? Could have been. Had Gene Staples buy Conneaut Lake Park, Blue Street could have been saved. Nothing about Darien Lake here. Waldemar, we got no other news. Checking my other parks around my area. I mean, let's go to Cedar Point here on the website. Oh yeah, Wicked Twister's being scrapped. That's the other news. We just finally found pictures that are now circulating the internet that now Wicked Twister parts are indeed in the scrapyard. Just another coaster just went defunct and torn apart. First we had the Blue Streak fire, and now Wicked Twister scrapped. So I am very upset. Like, I'm sad to see Wicked Twister go. It was a fun coaster. It was pretty underrated. I had quite some elite rides last season thanks to Zach, but I am very happy. Let's see. I'm trying to see what some other things we have. Did you hear about TPR's vote coaster poll results for world's best coasters? I did hear about that, but I saw how controversial that list was. I heard how very controversial that was. Like Skyrush number 4, Steel Vengeance, what, number 8? Not happy. For reference, I have emailed Lance to give him articles. I sent him the Six Flags pre-immunization article and the photos of Venus GP. Nice. Let's see. Did you watch Canopy Coasters reveal Chimera? Honestly, how was it, like, I don't want to be racist or anything, but how did the Mexican government allow that ride to run that fast? Like, the people there. Like, they shouldn't, that was way beyond their limits. Like, yeah, in America it would be heavily trimmed, but Mexico is a third world country. It's like, their amusement park laws are different here than in the United States. But still, just questioning it, why did it run that fast? Like, watching the POVs, watching his reveal, I'm like, how is this thing still operating? But I get what you're saying. I went to... oh, excuse me. I went to Mexico City several months before the accident at La Fiera. I skipped La Fiera because I heard it was sketchy. Definitely, I don't want to make a South Park reference, but Mexican Coney Lake Park. That's La Fiera. And to be frank, Montaña Rusa looked pretty boring. I've never been to Mexico. I've only been to Canada. So, I wouldn't know, but turns out I was right. I guess you were right. Not going to blame Staples. Yeah, but I do blame Todd Joseph anyway. Todd Joseph is one of the worst owners in park history. But that's going to trigger a lot of people in the ICJ fan base, so I'm just going to shut up. Man, my throat cannot clear. Throat cannot compute. It's broken. They might sell? Where'd you hear this from? If I would like to ask about selling parts. Mexico City is amazing and is a highly recommended visiting though. Six Flags Mexico. Definitely, that's probably the only reason why I would visit Mexico City. People have also talked about Guadalajara. And the thing about Guadalajara is that I probably don't want to risk it. Not because of a safety concern, due to the operations. I've heard various horror stories. People have not been able to get bullet. And there's not really a good collection of rides, so I probably would skip on Guadalajara too, if I ever went to Mexico. And probably the only thing I would do in Mexico City is, honestly, Six Flags Mexico and probably some sightseeing. That's about it. Skyrush fanboy, you're going to take a quick shower. Cool. James, I agree. He is one of the worst park owners. In Minecraft version 1.19, Todd Joseph comes out of the ground and kills your house. Make that the next Minecraft. Todd Joseph comes out of the ground and burns the forest. And no, if you're wondering, I am not going to burn my Blue Street cutout. That is arson. So anyway, I think that's all my news I have for now. I'm checking everything in the coaster community if there's anything new in the moment. I do have one more place to check. It's Theme Park Review. I know a lot of people are a bit hit and miss when it comes to Theme Park Review. I am on their discussion thread. I technically do have an account. So I am somehow... I'm not really going to post in the Waldemar discussion thread anymore. Because I don't feel right being on a website like this. But the discussion thread is good for the latest some rumors and stuff and just good talk. And during 2020, I was in the in late 2020, early 2021, I was part of the Waldemar discussion thread. Very good stuff. Let's see if there's anything else. No. Yeah, I guess that's all the news I got this week. Nothing really too special in my opinion. Kanye West wants to buy the Broncos. The heck? Probably not happening, bro. Tony Clark tweeted a few weeks back talking about Wicked Twister own a piece of history. That's probably what he's talking about. Alright. It's time for the next part of the stream, in which I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I definitely had a couple plans on the list, and definitely the next part is, like, a game. So I'm going to try some things. I'm going to try playing a computer game, and then jump to Roller Coaster Tycoon. And the feature game we're going to play tonight, before that, is going to be a childhood classic. I'm going to try my best to go to 11 o'clock. But if I can't make it, that's understandable. But we're going to try this. Who in this chat knows what a point-and-click computer game is before we get started? If you don't know what a point-and-click computer game is, then you are missing childhood. Definitely, it's basically what it is. It's a computer game where you point and click to go progress through. And probably one of the biggest things is from Humongous Entertainment. Putt Putt Travels Through Time. Alright, Coaster Hour, you gotta leave, but nice stream. Have a nice break. Thanks, Carrick. You're a good person. Looking forward to your next live stream whenever you're available to do it. But yeah, I'll definitely enjoy my little break I got before the roller coaster season starts. Thanks for coming. So yeah, we're gonna try Putt Putt Travels Through Time, a classic game from the late 90s. Ken, I'm not going yet. I'm trying. I'm gonna put my screen here. I have my gameplay. So yeah, we're gonna try. See what we can do with this. And yeah, I know Putt Putt's gonna be, I know it's more of a kid's game, but I can speedrun this. It's an adventure! Do I see Putt Putt? Where's Putt Putt?
Hep!
Hep! Where are... Ah, shoot. Do you not see the screen? Oh, there's the game. Alright. Tonight, we're gonna speedrun Putt Putt. I know my way to do best, so I'm probably gonna be quiet for a little bit. Just watch my magic play.
Here.
Dr. Firebird.
What?
Alright, where are we going?
Thanks a lot.
Ah, I need a triangle.
It's a pentagon shape.
I need a triangle. Oh, that's a rock.
What?
Triangle.
Hello? What?
No, no. Alright. Okay. Where's the calculator?
Oh, wow. That looks... Go a little to the left. A little more to the left.
Come on, go left.
Oh, a little more to the left.
I know it's a point and click adventure game.
Ah, a little more to the left.
It's a black screen. Not on my screen. I can see it.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh,
This
that's
is
it.
so
That's
suggestive
so much better.
for a kid's
Thank
game.
You're welcome. I was happy to help. That. Oh my! Don't worry, Pep. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
How am I gonna get Pep down? Ah. RNG is stupid.
Okay.
Alright. RNG is stupid, bread fans. Ah.
Look at that.
No hay.
It's an old.
Son of a gun. I think I got bad RNG. Yeah, I did. Ah! Dang it, I got bad RNG. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to try again. I know, this game is so randomized.
Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try again, bread fans.
Here we are.
Let's try. Welcome, Pot Pot.
Wow.
Wow.
Thanks a lot.
I want a pentagon.
Well,
No! Why do I want a square? Thank you. I don't know why I need a square.
Hello, Pop.
Ah! Bad RNG! Bad RNG. Have a good break. Thank you, Lily. I'm gonna have to refresh this game to see if I can get the best RNG possible.
Come on.
This game is so rigged. Wow! I wonder what that dinosaur. Oh, now it's the Pentagon. Now I get the Pentagon.
Hello? What? More primordial.
Ah! Bad RNG. Ah! I hate point and click adventures.
Wow.
No horse? Oh, this game is rigged. That's it. I can't. Nope. I can't play putt-putt under these conditions. Game's gonna rig me like that? I thought I was gonna do a little speed run of this game. Nope, and no. Evil little game. A game meant for kids screws with my childhood. Well, I guess we can play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 instead. The main attraction of this video. Oh no, we got 5 people watching. What happened to most of the game? Yeah, what happened to a lot of you? Did you get scared? Yeah, what should we do in RCT3 tonight? First off, let's go back to that death park we were making. Let's see what we got. So, I am going to do another round of the, yeah, Angel, more destruction. More destruction. So I am open for another Q&A session while I'm playing the game. So if you have more questions to ask me, now's the time to do it. And I would definitely love to answer. But yes, more destruction. Because if you thought the first part of the park was good, oh boy, you're in for a treat. The Doom Buggy! Alright, here we go. Activating another cheat, and it's a Dune Buggy. Beep 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 beep. Oh. Yep, I know. Viewer discretion advised. Whee! Whoa! I'm not going to say my middle name, Ken. Not a good question to ask. Not a good question. Alright. I got my Dune Buggy. I got something else to do. I need to add a couple rides. Just make a stupid path this way. Okay, let's add a couple rides. Alright. What do you guys want me to add? But I know a ride that I can easily screw with. That stupid insanity ride. I'll put that as a wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball. I bet we have another one. We'll make this a living nightmare for the average viewer. How about 1 frisbee ride, 2 frisbee rides? How about 3 frisbee rides for the price of 1? Oh yeah, 2 for the price of 1. 3 for the price of 1. And I got knocked over by the insanity ride. Whee! Ooh. Alright, let's see if I get knocked. Oh, that one just doesn't do any damage. The ride won't go. Ouch. Ouch. That did not hurt. Alright, let's try for the Huss Frisbee. Hoos. Oh, what the? Oh! Yes! Now I can make some destruction. I can make some noise in this live stream. Whee! Alright, I have an idea. What if I run over this dune buggy with a roller coaster? Proof of concept, huh? Let's see. Let's see what kind of stuff I can do. Apparently, it is not a solid object. Survey says, not good. Car won't make it to the station. Well, There's that. Adding 3 radioactive frisbee rides for the price of 1. Alright, what do you guys want me to do in this death park? Wait a minute. I need to dig a hole. Dig it up, oh, dig it. Dig it up, oh. Alright, we're gonna make a good size hole. You know the movie holes? We'll dig it. I'll see how... Wow. And then we'll fill this one with water. And then I'll add a... I'll add a waterfall. I have received a fine for most dangerous and criminally negligent. Oof. I am not negligent. Alright, we make a waterfall now. Alright, what do we do with a waterfall? Well, we put someone on top of it. We'll take this Tom B, for example. We'll take him up on the waterfall, place him down, and he falls down into the water. And since RCT3 peeps are so dumb in this game, they cannot swim and drown. I know I am very evil from doing this, but let's do it again. Alright. Wait. Where's my character going? Did he just teleport? Whee! Look at that POV. And yeah, you can't see now. Rip. Press F in the chat for Tom here. This little, Well, that peep suffers. I'm gonna do a little bit of a... People need to stop asking me to do an El Roof Express POV. You know why? Because they already got one. Yep. This is the real El Roof. And knowing that I cannot place higher than that, I must activate cheats. Charlie N. Cannot wait for group. John. So I can disable heights. Now I can build. Is it going to be enough? Oh, that's plenty of room. That's still plenty of room. Maybe one less tile. Perfect. There's our train stop. That's how you ride El Roof Express. How to ride the El Roof Express, an enthusiast step-by-step guide to ensuring that this train is ready. Step 1. Make the layout. Step 2. Test the coaster. Make a UE. Now step 3, you ride the train. Step 4, you achieve to the highest platform that you made. Well, you do a little S-bends on the old branch line. Seriously, Alex, I forgot to mention that step. Whee! Oh! Oh no! The train! It's broken! And it is falling off the train. Ouch. And no, I was not tall enough for that train. Well, yeah, it's a good ride. It's a good marketing strategy. We'll open it up. Joe would be, hey, Wildemir enthusiast, you are back. Yes, James, no one was hurt, but now the ride is open. It's open. Alright, what else am I going to add? You know what? No. Let's bring back Harambe. I know he's the dead meme, but let's bring him back. Hello, Harambe. He's escaped. The animal has been tranquilized. Yeah, I'm even putting the animals in this park. That's where it gets real. Now let's put an angry Harambe. There. Much better. Oh, by the way, James, your exploring ride is going good. What are these peeps doing? Are they part of some new dance? I must tranquilize the animal. Eat, eat, eat. I know it's almost abusive in this game to do that. But here's the funny thing. You go to that same animal menu and put a horse. So let's, for example, put a female horse. What? No one cares. Wait. I have no logic. This is a game from 2004. Horses are going through people confirmed. Yes, that was an Intamin Zack spin in a loop. And there goes the horse. I'm just going to let that horse run amok. I'm just going to run amok. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's do something else. Let's add a second drop tower. We're going to add it's going to be tall. No, your horse is going to just stay in the park. There's a fence, he can't get out. That is his own fence. He has an entire amusement park to use as a playground. I mean, we'll make an 800-foot drop tower. How does that sound? 800 feet sound good? Alright, so we'll make an 800-foot drop tower. Then we'll add the cheat, the David Brabin cheat from long ago. Activate that cheat. Increase the speed to Probably a good 750 mile an hour. Is that good? Yeah, 750. The negative G's are going to be pretty lethal, but I don't care. Now we can ride. Let's see how this works. Oh yes, this is what 800 foot gets you. I already put the evolution ride on. It's using the aforementioned thing. Yeah, don't watch. There you go. We use an 800 foot Intamin gyro drop. Oh, that's a good ride. You get 3 rides for the price of 1. And then you go all the way back down again. Ah, that's a perfectly good drop tower. Nothing wrong here. Let's open it. The Intamin drop tower is open for business. And to trigger literally every Kennywood fan, we're going to call it Pitfall. Sorry, Alex. This is your favorite request. Pitfall. By 800 feet. I love how it just goes all the way back to the top and then just drops down again. Bring Shamu. I am not Do I have to do this? I mean, there's a dolphin show. I see what I can do. Because there is a dolphin show. But the problem is, no one's able to see it. Yeah, that's right. No one's able to see the show. Those lonely dolphins are going to be performing for nobody except for the drowning victims that I decided to put on the waterfall. Yeah, I am a little evil on this death park. I think I remember putting like an Obama alert ride somewhere. We'll probably just go with something else. Oblivion? I mean, if you want to ride Oblivion and Alton Towers, you can just go here. Death Park's way safer. Oops, Vertical Drop Coaster 1 has crashed. Oh, not my fault. I guess I'm just making this, stupid layout of a, stupid Oblivion clone? What? Oh, I cannot put a block break there. If only this game was a little easier. Because that autocomplete button does nothing. And then the game freaks out because they can't program it right. What the? Yeah, it's Oblivion Alton Towers. I mean, you're tricked on a brake run. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. Story of my life. Uncontrolled chaos. Wait a minute. So apparently, if you go too fast on the holding brake, I mean, what's the safest speed you can go without crashing? Ah, yes, Oblivion. Okay. I'm going to do a couple hairpin turns to end the ride. Well, welcome back, riders. How was your ride on Oblivion? Unbuckle the seatbelt, pull up on your lap bar, and exit to your left. Well, thank you for visiting. Thank you for riding on Oblivion, and enjoy the rest of your day at Alton Towers. Ride on. Yeah, I probably might end the stream early, probably 10:30 maybe. Headache's starting to get to me tonight. Because trust me, we got a long day tomorrow for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the long-awaited Super Bowl. Like I said, honestly, I have a lot of feelings going on right now about how I feel. I'm not sure if I'm going to even win this bet. I mean, I've already lost 2 with a couple fans, so if I lose this one with Alex, I mean, this is the granddaddy, but I'm not sure how I feel right now. What do I feel? I'm not sure. There's a lot of emotions going through right now when it comes to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm excited, I'm nervous, borderline scared. Because you never know what's going to happen. It's the Super Bowl. I mean, one thing you're going to be rooting, for the Rams. Next thing you know, Steelers gain the Super Bowl. Yeah, so I am feeling very skeptical today, for tomorrow. Like, I'm not sure how I feel. Honestly, I feel like, I have a very bad feeling I'm going to lose again. But in the age of in the age of insane coaster junking, anything's possible with space and money. And as a bonus thank you to everybody, thank you for everybody who's abided to the new rules that I set. Those rules are beneficial to help me and everyone else to have a safe stream. So, thank you for everybody who understand the new rules. I mean, to say they're not, it wasn't flawless tonight, but you know what I mean. But I do want to thank everybody for abiding those rules. Oh my God. They are literally going to be jettisoned into the dolphin show. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, so not fun at all. Stream's been a little quiet. Chat's been a little quiet recently. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if you're not interested in the material or you're just watching me, operate at an amusement park that's literally in the realms of possibility. Sus is a good word. Sus is a good word. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I mean, sus with capital S. I mean, that's even more sus. And then go backwards. Uh-oh. Bread fans? What happened to my game? I think I crashed the game. I think I just soft locked. I just soft locked the game. Charlie Cox strikes again. Yep, I crashed the game. I'm not sure what I can do. Oh no. Oh no. What do I do? Ah! No. I crashed the game so bad that I have... Ugh. Now we're good. Oh, thank God. Oh, man. And there's the game. It crashed. Well, I wasn't expecting that tonight. Well, all good things come to an end, I have to say, unfortunately. Highlighted today, Jay crashed the game. I guess if you go so fast in the game, like, I already know this, but I guess for the average Joe, if you make your coaster way too fast, you will warp the space-time continuum and break the inner physics of a 2004 Frontier game. Yeah. I'm gonna go my bad. So I'm probably gonna get off around 10:30ish. I'll probably cut it a little short tonight. So if you have any last questions or answers, I'll definitely answer those for the next 10 minutes or so. Just final wrap-ups if you have anything else. So, but I think the crash was a good signal. So I'll go on for well, maybe 10 minutes or so. Just see what you guys' final wrap-up is. Also, respect Lightning McDream. Respect Lightning McDream. Or he will find you in the deepest, darkest pits. So, crashes equals good time, lol. It's a big oof. So let's just review the one major thing I do have while I'm waiting for some questions from you guys is, what do I have planned? Like, yeah, I'm talking about the whole, future of the channel, going on break for, 3 months, stuff like that. But here's the real question. What do I really have planned? Well, I might give you a little sneak peek, but keep in mind the teasers are the main source of the teasing. So all what I'm going to say is pretty quick and brief. But I guess I am a little, since I am being really nice today for the live stream for the Super Bowl, I'm willing to splurge a little bit. So, I guess we're going to have to dive into the world of Jay's computer. Open up a certain file. So, nothing's set in stone yet for May with everything. But I kind of have a tentative schedule for what I want to do. So, things may or may not change with or without notice. But this is kind of the rough sketch I have for, the month of May, upon return. Obviously, follow the teasers to get to a season pass photo day. But this is kind of a rough sketch of what I could possibly do. Now, I'm not going to say, everything's happening, everything's confirmed, blah, blah, blah. No, this is just a rough sketch. And some videos that might not get done right away, definitely for the remainder of the year, since we're only in February right now. So we definitely have, a lot of time left, like over 300 days left. So make the most of the year, if I might add. But there's nothing really else I have plan-wise for that. Everything's just up and down. So take it with a grain of salt. Someone said they'll be here at Season Pass Photo Day. I mean, I am going to talk about analytics for a minute because I know I'm not the biggest guy to, splurge and, talk about the channel. But just as a little update where we are in the channel so far in 2022. Because we've been on actually a pretty good stretch so far this year than we were last year. In 2022 so far, we had over 11,000 views, 695 watch hours, 62 subscribers, and about $32 of revenue. So, we are about above average for, I'm basing this from 2021, in the previous given calendar year. But I would love to compare stats because it's been a good year so far for Insane Coaster Junkie. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, just in case if you want to compare this to last year's stats, we are much higher. In some figures, we have doubled. Some by 1.5, but definitely we are in a higher sense. So definitely Insane Coaster Junkie, I will say the rebuilding era has been a good one so far. And probably that unlikely successor was that, Todd Joseph being an idiot and burning Blue Streak, but it was a sign of things to come, I will say. If there is any positives, which there's barely any, got a lot of attention. And I mean, I'm not that person that asks, oh, you should go subscribe, blah, 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 and I milk it in your face. I mean, Specs the Animator slaps me for that, but I know it's weird to shameless plug, so I don't really do it, but we're kind of in a good spot right now, channel-wise. So if anything, there's going to be a lot to look forward to during this little break I have in the channel. I know it sucks that I'm going away for a little bit. It's fine. But honestly, like I said, for the rebuilding era and, for the future stability, longevity, all that, fancy jargon I have for it, it is applicable. So I guess there is any major additional questions. I mean, this is last call, so any last questions or forever hold your peace, and you will regret it during the hiatus. So answer now or forever hold peace. But I will say this was probably a fun live stream. I definitely do love doing live streams like this. I mean, I was kind of skeptical in 2020 when I kind of started and when I was milking 3-4 hours live streams every week. But now I'm doing live streams when it's best fit. Much better, condensed 2-hour form. 3 for the bigger one. So, definitely a good decision. We here at Insane Coaster Junkie definitely take the highest protocol. Make me a sandwich! No crust! I hate that! Hold on. I got an idea. Yeah, if you don't answer, Barney's coming. So I probably won't end out the way I started. I guess. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. There's the part. This is what's gonna happen during the hiatus if nothing goes right.
Make me a sandwich! Oh, no crust!
Make me a sandwich! I hate that. So yeah, make me a sandwich, bread fans, and like I said, with bread. With bread. So. Alright, so it's about winding down now for tonight. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody joining in the live stream tonight. Super Bowl stream, I know I'm very hyped here in the ICJ community, so good luck to everybody participating from this bet, and special thanks to everybody who joined tonight and had a lot of fun. I really do love doing this. So, friendly reminder, just in case, I'm going on break, so wish me a happy and safe break. I will be back to normal videos starting on Friday, May 6th. Look for the teasers in March and April to follow the clues for the Waldemar teasing campaign I've been doing for myself. No crust. Just remember, no crust. So, next big video will be on May 6th. Next live stream will be May 13th, just in time for Waldemar's opening day. So, I'm going to close out the same way I did with that whole hootie majigger. So, if there's no further anything. Yep. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for everyone so far this year in ICJ. You guys are the best bread fans I ever asked for. Great fan base, great channel, great everything. So, I'm going to miss you guys during this hiatus. I'm going to really miss you guys. But do not worry. Come May, we're in for one hell of a ride, and you guys you're there with me. You're coming down with it. So, to everybody for the Super Bowl, good luck. Who day? Bengals are going to win. Oh, yeah, Bengals are going to win, damn it. Let's go. So, this is Jay of Insane Coaster Junkie here, signing out for tonight. I hope everyone has a great break. I'll see you in 3 months. Good night, and good luck. Bread fans, I will see you in May. You guys are amazing. Godspeed. Good night, and good luck. We'll see you on the